What's next? You will rarely see China's super aircraft carrier 003 after accelerating hard at sea with the fuel accelerator. Shocking moment, it performs a stop-motion maneuver, and the whole process of returning to Hong Kong was easy. Where are we now? Basically, it doesn't matter whether you say it or not. In short, it is on the water related to the Sea City 003. What about the photos taken by the photographer at that time? Visible, their first super carrier number 003. It is now protected by several other support vessels. Looking towards the sea, can say, today we see this video being re-recorded. You could tell they were excited. I have to say it, they are really lucky. But it also explains from another aspect. They are also increasingly confident because they dare to photograph it meticulously and carefully. That means they don't mind you seeing it because you can't learn anything from watching it. Even if you actually learn it, you can't buy it. What about the 003 ship in front of me? This is the third aircraft carrier of the Chinese Navy. Before and after 18 years. It was also designed independently in China, and the first ship was built, aircraft carrier takeoff. It is important to focus on the main points. This is the Saudi Anton aircraft carrier, and more. It is also the world's first practical telegraph train, aircraft carrier. Shipbuilding began in 2018. It was originally called Aircraft Carrier 003. The launch ceremony was held on June 17, 2002. At the ceremony, official name is People's Liberation Army of China, Fujian Navy ship. Before and after 18 years, it can be said that the Fujian ship was named after. What a blessing for Taiwanese netizens. Consecutive days, because Fujian province is closest to Taiwan. It can be said that the meaning of this is very clear. 3 has a different design from the first and second models. Through a straight and conventional flight deck, the displacement has also reached 80,000 tons. It is said that this ship weighs thousands of tons. I'll leave it to your imagination. Whatever 003, it also takes them one step further. Line up with the super aircraft carrier. Even though there are only 2 people in this row, then we are one of them. What's next? With 003, enter the relevant water surface of the navigation experiment. This sea trip lasts 8 days, mainly because of the power and strength of 003. Test. In naval technical terms, what about this time? Test 003 can be summarized into 6 characteristics. It is reliability, maintenance guarantee, test the adaptability and safety of the environment. What's next? When 003 hits the water surface of this experiment, however, visible. At this time, energy 003 is in a static state, but from the drain hole located in the front, there is a large amount of coolant flowing out. This means 003 at the moment, the electrical equipment installed inside is being tested, and then as more and more coolant flows. This explains the power provided by the 3's internal power source, getting bigger and bigger. Can you guess what electrical systems are being tested? Here is a little reminder. 3 is the first in the world. In fact, aircraft carriers have electromagnetic catapults, even though it was an old American Ford. I have also installed this solenoid in the key. But what? It was difficult to use until now. So what? When it comes to playing video games, we still have to consider this. They have a cat emission mod to ban. Next, once the electrical system inspection is complete, here is another important point. That is electrical system number 003. At this time, tail wave of the tail machine number 003 passes through. You can see it. Now number 003 has started to step on the gas. Run full speed ahead. At this time, there is no black smoke coming out of the chimney. What is explained? You taste it carefully. Can say, look at his ship. A steel giant with over 80,000 tons of water transport. Full speed racing on the sea. What about this lens? I have to say it was really shocking. It can be said that this scene is also admired by the Chinese military, even all Chinese people. The moment they had been waiting for years. Later with 003, full left at full throttle. You can see 003 with a payload of over 80,000 tons. The current situation can be said to be quite stable, and This trick is the soy form test. It is an emergency maneuver test. Let's talk about point 7 again. It is what we commonly call a sharp bend in the sea. What about this exercise can effectively avoid enemy missiles, torpedoes, and even suicide plane attacks? This can significantly improve a person's chances of survival. But what about the 003 in front of me? What about displacement? They're super aircraft carriers with a displacement of over 80,000 tons. This operation can be performed. This also explains 3's power system reached an incredible level. What if I put it in the car? Either way, this has to be a V1 to configuration. What's next? 3 complete electrical chain. After checking the strength, could we see 003 start returning to Hong Kong on May 8th? And what time is it back in Hong Kong this time? A day earlier than the Gardener had expected. This marks 3's first maritime incident. It must be smooth. What's next? With the help of 003 Wu Sutoran, back to Jiangnan Qingdao School in Shanghai Shipyard. So that's where our video ends today.